Good morning, students. Welcome to the physics class. Our today's topic is principle of conservation of energy. So basically, we know that the energy is conserved, means it cannot be created, it cannot be destroyed, but we can change the form of energy, as we have done that in thermal power plants. What we do, we just change the form of energy. What we do there, we have studied this in our class 10th, that first the heat energy is converted into the water, that is pressure energy of water. By heating the water, we get steam, high pressure steam. So we convert the heat energy of coal into the pressure energy of the water. After that, we use that pressure energy to rotate the turbine. So what we do here, we convert the pressure energy into kinetic energy of the turbine. So in this way, we change the kinetic energy of the turbine into electricity, that is electrical energy. So in this way, we can see that it can be changed from one form to another, but it cannot be created or destroyed. Total energy of the second point is total energy of an isolated system remains constant. The system, what is the isolated system? The system which is isolated from its environment, that it cannot transfer anything, not mass, not energy, to its environment. Third point, as the total universe may be regarded as an isolated system, the total energy of the universe is constant. Next topic is power. What is power? Power is defined as the rate of doing work, and its formula is work done upon time. So average power we can calculate by dividing work done with the time. Power is a scalar quantity and its dimension formula is ml square t minus 3, and its SI units is watt. Also 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. Next we have instantaneous power. Instantaneous power at any particular instant. It is defined as the limiting value of average value in which time interval approaches 0. So we can calculate the instantaneous power by this formula, that is dW by dt, where W is work done. Work done power as a dot product. So we can also write the power in this manner. We know that work done is force into displacement. So if the small displacement is done by the force F, then dW, that is small work done, dW is F dot dr. Now here we can calculate the instantaneous power. We have formula dW by dt. In this way, we can put the value of dW here, which is F dot dr, and dr by dt is obviously instantaneous velocity. So power can also be written as F dot v, that is force into velocity. Next is the collision. Basically, what is collision? Collision is basically occurs between two bodies, either physically against each other, or if the path of one is affected or by other force, exerted by the other. So in this way we have following types of collision: elastic collision, that is collision between subatomic particles or any glass balls in which there is no loss of kinetic energy. Second is inelastic collision, in which there is a loss of kinetic energy. Third is perfectly inelastic collision, that is two bodies stick with each other and there is move as a single body. Fourth is the super elastic collision, that is there is an increase in kinetic energy. So bursting of cracker is the example. Fifth is the head on or one dimensional collision, the collision in which the colliding bodies move along the same path before and after the collision. Example is collision between two railway compartments. Sixth is the oblique or two dimensional collision, that is collision between two carom coins in which two bodies do not move along the same straight line, but they have different lines of the path. So in this way these are the types of collisions.